Well, timing is key. I flew at the right time. I started flying when flight was the in thing, romantic, adventurous, daring. The public held pilots and flight in awe. I love flight for its own sake, for the feeling and for the freedom it gave me. I stood on the shoulders of earlier women pilots. My first instructor was a woman, and I started to hone my skills thereafter. And I proved ready when I won over key decision makers who selected me to be the first woman to be flown across the Atlantic. Yeah, I flew as a passenger and I felt like a sack of potatoes most of the time, but I had the important responsibility of record keeping. I recorded times, dates, duration, weather conditions, navigation direction, and other issues that came up along the way. And those records proved invaluable for future flight technology and for future women in flight. And upon landing, I became the instant subject of adulation and praise. I accepted, embraced celebrity.
My daughter Anna is precocious. She's involved in so many activities. Anna is determined to make her mark on the world. This is her story. A story about a young woman whose initiative and drive is being defined by a role model whose character traits she wants to understand and make her own. Much of which occurs is as told to me by her. This part of Anna's story starts with her love for running up Diamond Head Road in East Honolulu. Anna loves to stop at the top and sit on a barrier wall overlooking the Pacific and facing east to revel in the sunrise. One such morning, while sitting there in thought, Anna was distracted by a volunteer watering the plants around a stone marker. Anna had not taken notice of the marker before. She thought, how could I have missed that marker during my visits here? She resolved to find out more about the marker. So on her next run, she stopped to read the inscription on the marker and saw it was in commemoration of a visit by Amelia Earhart. It reads,
Amelia Earhart, first person to fly alone from Hawaii to North America, January 11, 1935.
For some strange reason, reading that inscription served as the spark that lit her fire to find out more and more about Amelia. I wondered why. Then one evening, I overheard her talking to herself.
At school, my teacher asks, what do you want to be when you grow up? Most of my friends answered, I don't know yet. My answer was direct. I want to be an explorer, experience adventure. I want to break new ground in science and technology. I want to help the homeless, poor, children, especially girls. The teacher also asked, who inspires us? Many answered, their parents or a celebrity. And although I do look up to my parents, I'm especially inspired by Amelia Earhart.
I accepted, embraced celebrity. Why? Because this afforded me the opportunity to share with the world what I knew and what I was learning. I capitalized on public interest. It was a means to a higher end goal. I wanted to share, give hope, inspire, bring good news to the public, especially in turbulent times, to share technology expansion and what I knew that flight would become a common form of transportation for everyone.
Not because of her career in aviation, nor because of her mysterious disappearance, but her life, her character excite my imagination. Amelia incites my passion for exploration. Her life provides practical examples by which to progress and achieve my objectives. I intend to capture the essence of her character, understand her drivers, and follow her leadership example.
I promoted women in flight with a passion. My flying career was pioneering. It took place in a time when women were expected to stay home, unsuitable for the physical and mental demands and rigors of flying. My flying career spanned the World War I period through the Great Depression and political uncertainties that led to World War II. There were many, many issues vying for public attention and funding. Had I not been an advocate, my and other women's opportunities in flight would have been delayed or stymied.
Her interest continued to grow, and then one evening we were getting ready to go to a costume party.
Oh, I am so excited. I can't remember the last time I've been to a costume party. And the theme is the Roaring 20s. What a fun time. We had just gotten out of World War I. Women were coming out. They were dressing flamboyantly. They were cutting their hair short, marching to vote. All sorts of opportunities for women. How much more fun could this be? The outfits, the bling, the boa. This party, we're going to be judged on our costumes, and we're going to be judged on our poses. My daughter's going with me, so I really am excited to see what she's going to be wearing. Oh, this is going to be so much fun! Oh, Anna, you look so cute. Oh, I love that costume. Now, you know this party that we're going to, it's being judged on the costumes and also on doing poses. So did you want to practice a couple for me?
Sure.
That is so cute.
But what surprised me was that she did not choose the costume of an aviator. I wondered why. And here's what followed.
I wrote a poem, and I thought it would be appropriate for maybe the party. Could I read it to you?
Sure. So let me hear it.
Mom, we can fly. Icarus vision realized. Technology a reason why. It takes confidence, courage, daring, and skill. Not exclusive to men alone. I can do it too. Scoff if you want, resist if you want. I'll prove you wrong. No one is going to box me into house and home. Technology has freed me too. I want to soar with eagles and not just fly. I want to barnstorm, to perform, to break records, to set new ones, to fly really high, fly farther and further across a continent, over oceans, and yes, around the world. And even if I fail, another brave woman will face and complete my task. That is inevitable. Technology being an answer why. I hear the sirens call. I can fly, do or die, celebrating womanhood, while along the way having fun, do or die. However, that's not all I want to do. Life is full of opportunities for women too, and life is too short to dream it away.
Anna, that is really good. That girl is just too much.
So then it dawned on me. It explained what she had said in her bedroom.
Amelia incites my passion for exploration. Her life provides practical examples by which to progress and achieve my objectives. I intend to capture the essence of her character, understand her drivers, and follow her leadership example.
And what she had reiterated in the closing line of her poem.
Life is full of opportunities for women too, and life is too short to dream it away.
Amelia's characteristics inspire her as much as her accomplishments do. What followed? Well, Anna had a series of dreams involving Amelia. She told me about them.
Mom, I admit I've been pretty intense in my interest about Amelia Earhart. You know that.
How could I not know that? Over these last months, I have been driving you to all your activities, existing and new ones. I worry you aren't getting enough sleep. You move around a lot. You often mumble to yourself.
Well, yes, I have increased my activity level. And yes, there's a lot going on in my sleep. But it's all good.
What do you mean?
Well, I've been having dreams. And consistently, they include Amelia. Even more amazing, I remember those dreams as vividly today as when they happened.
No surprise for me there. Do you want to tell me about them?
Well, as you know, I love jogging in the morning at sunrise. One of my first dreams was meeting Amelia at her marker on Diamond Head Road.
Aloha, Anna. Today I'm in Hawaii. I was expected in 1937. I've waited a long time for someone to ask reflective self-evaluation, because all people want to ask is, what happened on my last flight? Where did I spend my last days? So go ahead and ask your questions. Perhaps my answers to your questions will prove useful and constructive in achieving your goals and objectives.
Amelia, where are you? Oh wait, she's gone.
Well, that's an odd ending.
Well, I think I woke up to Vega licking my face.
What's this about questions?
Well, as I went along with my research, I generated a set of questions. I wanted to ask Amelia. These dreams deal with those questions.
That's amazing.
Well, here they are. Dreams. Not necessarily in sequence. As far as dreams go, my mind creates them a bit differently than I expect them to go.
What do you mean?
They just don't correspond to the situation in dress or location. I wonder what that means.
Well, that's understandable. Your brain is filling in the gaps, things that may be missing. You can't expect them to be totally exactly like reality. That's how dreams work.
Okay. So, in one question I asked her about her times and about growing up.
Look at the beauty of the scene, power of the ocean.
What do you remember about growing up?
I had a creative imagination. My friends followed my lead in games and adventures. Their trust was a foundation for my confidence. Anna, my youth started out well. My mother's family was prosperous. We had everything we needed. I spent my first years with Granny, summers with my parents. My father drank, led to alcoholism. Malbehavior followed. My mom suffered, but persevered. My dad could not hold a job, so he moved from place to place place. Through that time period, Anna, my life had its ups and downs. I held many jobs: file assistant, office clerk, photographer, truck driver. Anna, you should have seen my mom. She was not happy with me. However, with my mom's help, I bought my first plane in my early 20s. I could fly the sky. Sadly, my parents' marriage ended in divorce, hitting my mom very, very hard. Nevertheless, I maintained a close relationship with both of my parents and my younger sister. That was so important to me. No matter what else, Anna, cherish your family, not just when you're young, but throughout life.
Women have come a long way, haven't they? We're not quite there yet. A Midwestern girl growing up in Kansas and then moving all around with her family, all that turmoil. Wow.
I asked her about becoming a pilot and famous.
And I proved ready when I won over key decision makers who selected me to be the first woman to be flown across the Atlantic. Yeah, I flew as a passenger and I felt like a sack of potatoes most of the time. But I had the important responsibility of record keeping. I recorded times, dates, duration, weather conditions, navigation direction, and other issues that came up along the way. And those records proved invaluable for future flight technology and for future women in flight. And upon landing, I became the instant subject of adulation and praise. I accepted, embraced celebrity. I capitalized on public interest. It was a means to a higher end goal. I wanted to share, give hope, inspire, bring good news to the public, and especially in turbulent times, to share technology expansion and what I knew that flight would become a common form of transportation for everyone, and that women were equal in jobs requiring intelligence, coordination, speed, coolness, and willpower. I was ready. I was so ready. But with fame comes many challenges. It may not be for you. You may be just as happy or happier without it. Realize what fame means, what it brings. Is it for you? Hone your skills. Timing is key. Recognize the opportunity when it comes and grab hold and fly with it. And aim for the sky, with or without fame, because the world will bring you what your mind can see.
She was determined to make her point. And I see your point about dreams. In this dream, she wasn't wearing her pilot outfit. Her dress must have been influenced by our costume party outfits.
Yes, I agree. You know, I was really curious about why she kept going, given the risk. Now she chose flying as her pathway towards success.
Anna, motivation is not enough. Be passionate. I was passionate, constantly driven to expand the envelope, to prove I could do and did what people said I couldn't do. I stunted. I flew higher, farther and farther, varying conditions, different planes, pushing the edges of technology and my own abilities. Always retaining total confidence in myself. I didn't suffer self-doubt. No challenge was too big. Some critics opined that ego got the better of me. Watch out. Treasure your self-esteem.
Be careful, Hugo.
On my last flight, I flew 20,000 miles in 40 days, averaging 45 hours of sleep. That is a measure of my endurance and drive. Drive, endurance, self-confidence are all a must.
Great questions, Anna. Your Amelia is certainly influencing you in what you're doing, including some of the risks you're taking in your activities.
I share some of Amelia's risk-taking, but certainly not to the same degree. She was the forefront in piloting planes. Which reminds me, I asked her about how she mastered flying. If Amelia was here, I would ask her, you must have known a lot about airplanes. How did you learn? Another question I would ask Amelia would be, did you always know you wanted to become a pilot? If not, how did this come about?
Anna, I was older than you are when I discovered I wanted to be a pilot. I discovered flight at age 20 at a flight show as a passenger. I flew for only minutes, but flight became and stayed a lifelong passion instantly. But I also knew I wanted a college education and a career. I enrolled in Columbia University and later even Harvard. But Anna, I never completed a degree. Between ages 26 and 28, I suffered from despair, could not decide what to do, what career to pursue. Then I found social work with Syrian and Chinese immigrants, and once again I found my bearings. I was good at my work, Anna, and I loved it, but I continued my passion of flying, and I'm so glad I did. Because then, when I was 28, I was selected to be the first woman to fly as a passenger across the entire Atlantic. It was an amazing experience. Did I want to be a pilot? Boy, did I want to be a pilot. But I saw an opportunity of a lifetime and I grabbed it. And I'm glad I did, because I went on to realize my dreams, sharing them with the world, with my audiences, through my lectures, my newsreels, my writings, and my flying. I did know a lot about airplanes, Anna. I learned in practical ways. My youth, I learned about engines by working on truck engines. I took a course in auto repair in my past that helped too. During my flying career, I worked alongside Lockheed factory personnel as they built my planes, my Vega and later my Electra. Hands-on, asking questions, filling in the answers, and storing this knowledge in my brain for when I need it. And Anna, I intimately knew those two planes. If I heard a clink or a clank, I knew how to handle it. Or I went to the resources that I built over time, such as my expert pilot friends, or my flight instructors, or I researched what to do. Because Anna, you cannot accomplish what you set out to do without mastering the necessary skills. Anna, pursue your dreams. Pursue your dreams.
Mom, can dreams be true?
I don't know about that, Anna, but dreams can come true.
tomorrow's Christmas, and as I have to go to feed the homeless, I would like to give you my present now.
Sure. Wow.
Turn you around.
Wow. Honey, it's beautiful. Thank you. I'd like to give you yours as well.